Here's a scam so shocking, you won't believe it. Thieves are stealing homes with just a pen and some paperwork. Criminals forge your signature, file it with the county, and without any warning, they own your home on record. They can borrow against your equity or sell your property right out from under you. The worst part, you won't find out until collection notices or foreclosure papers show up. Your property needs protection, whether you're home for the holidays or traveling. I trust Home Title Lock. Their $1 Million triple lock protection monitors your title 24/7 and sends urgent alerts when anything changes. Should fraud happen, their U.S.-based team restores your title with coverage up to $1 million. For the holidays, get 20% off any plan, plus a free title history report to find out if you're already a victim at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. Do it now while you're thinking about it. Get your free title history report at HometitleLock.com/Kim. Hey, this is the third hour of the Kim Komando Show. So glad that you're here with us. Sit back and enjoy. Let me tell you, Nashville's up in arms. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay. It used to take maybe 100 hours in a studio to produce one great country music song. And then they found Sono, S-U-N-O. And they just do a couple of keywords. They have drums and vocals and harmonies, no session players. It's cheaper and faster. And the city's saying, what the heck is going on? What's going to happen to our music scene? I mean, because, we are the heart of country music here in Nashville, right? Take a listen.
A dirt road, blue skies, we drive down every mile to our home.
A dirt road, blue sky, we drive down every mile to our home back porch where we wrote every single vow.
So, what do you think of the song?
Well, the first one obviously was just someone like singing into their phone, and then it does sound digitally mastered, 32 tracks, like every single thing.
Right?
That's amazing.
It is. And so we were saying, what's going on? What's going to happen to the music scenes throughout the country? How are we going to go to concerts? Going to have some little robot sitting there with a cowboy hat on?
Was both of those versions AI? Or was that a human?
It was a
human,
human, and then the second version was the actual AI.
Okay.
But it is really something. Do you know, I'm sure you've heard, when you listen to rock backwards, you hear satanic messages?
Of course.
When you listen to country music backwards, you get your wife back, your life back, and then your dog.
Why do people laugh at those? I heard that joke in 1988.
I didn't. Okay.
It's new to me.
It is. Everything's new to me. And on that happy note, welcome. I'm Kim Komando, America's digital goddess, here with you. And joining me is Andrew Babinski. And we're the heart and soul of the Kim Komando Show. You can find us on over 420 top stations. It's the best, the biggest, the most awesomest show about all things digital and award-winning, I might add. You can find us in your favorite radio app and also as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Search for Komando with a K. And if you're more of a video type of person, you can head over to youtube.com/Kim Komando. You can actually watch us do the show. All right, then every single day, I am out there making sure I know exactly what's going on in the tech world so I can pass along this wisdom and intellect to you. And let's start with the AI bust. Have you heard about that, Andrew?
No.
It's called the AI bust. AI bubble is going to burst. Is that a lot of people are saying that AI is overhyped, overvalued. We're putting too much credence into it. And if you're an investor, you're going to get hurt. And it's going to cause a huge recession. Okay. That's all garbage. Okay. AI is booming. Every industry that supports it's booming. NVIDIA makes AI chips, and profits this past week were just extraordinary, out to the cosmos.
But isn't the bust more connected to, remember the dot-com bust where everybody had a website and everybody thought they were going to become billionaires? So
but they had no revenues.
Right.
Yeah. See, these companies have revenues, but the problem is that, for example, they will spend $76 billion one quarter trying to make sure that they will be the AI leader. So
there's no way they're making $76 billion in a quarter.
And then you have, it's the S&P 500, right? And you have the 7 of the big tech companies that control a third of what's going on at the S&P. And so you have the 493 out of the S&P 500. Those are the boring companies, like the healthcare companies and utilities and stuff like that. But speaking of utilities, I read the most fascinating thing this past week about Charlie Unger. Do you know who he is? Okay. He was Warren Buffett's partner in crime for, 50 years, 60 years. Charlie Unger built this incredible spread in Montecito, California. And that's where he was planning on retiring. But instead, he chose to stay in Los Angeles, where every day he would get in his recliner, get dressed, put on his slacks and his shirt, and read books to figure out who that he should invest into. And 12 years ago, he started investing in coal. Right?
Like coal?
Like coal, like COAL.
Okay.
The coal industry. Why? Because he said the AI is going to need more electricity. Isn't that? I thought that was so fascinating.
Way smarter than me.
Okay, he lived to be 100. And the day before he died, he was still making trades. He went to bed and he went to sleep. I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah.
That would be okay.
That's one heck of the way to go out.
Meanwhile, speaking of AI, the Wall Street Journal reports that the construction industry is short by 440,000 workers.
That's a lot.
Okay. Salaries are hitting up to $200,000 a year for the people that are building these AI data centers. Heavy foundation work, electricians, HVAC pros, anybody in the construction industry. I mean, it's wild. And you see what's happening here in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Infrastructure everywhere.
And because we're set to be the chip capital of the country.
Yeah. Northern part of Phoenix has one of the biggest chip plants, I believe, in the United States.
And they are going, over the next 4 years in the Phoenix metro area, they're bringing in 112,000 jobs.
Good.
So you know where you're living right now that's in the middle of nowhere?
Uh-huh.
It's probably not going to be in the middle of nowhere anymore.
Good.
There you go.
I like that.
Okay, this is cray-cray. Microsoft Teams, they say they have a new way for you to collaborate. They have a new way for you to engage with your coworkers, to strategize and work on paradigms. So you remember the metaverse?
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft has released their own version. So you can create your own avatar.
Do you have legs?
No.
Why can't they figure out legs?
No shoes. No pants. Nothing.
Do you have a body? A floating head?
Well, it's a floating torso.
Okay, just like the metaverse.
Yes. I don't know why there's no legs.
I don't know. It's like they sit down and say, what do we have the budget for? Arms? Yes. Head? Yep. Chest? We got it. Legs? Sorry, boss. We just don't have the money for legs.
No leg to stand on.
See, I like when you freestyle.
Okay, all right. Speaking of bosses, a new Android update allows your boss to intercept messages on company-managed Pixel devices. Now, the whole internet is crazy about this one. Oh, how can they do this? Oh, okay. What part of company-issued devices did you not get?
It's not your phone.
Okay.
It's their phone.
It's just not going to happen. Finally, let's go to Illinois. Are you a hunter?
No. Never fired a gun in my life.
Okay. Not even like at a gun range?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
You want to go with me? I'll show you how to shoot.
Sure. Not against it. I've just never done it.
You know, we should do that. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
But I'm not a hunter. I would never hunt.
No, I don't want to kill animals.
Okay.
I'll eat them once someone else kills them, but I don't want to kill them.
Illinois just banned AI, drones, and e-bikes during the deer hunting season. There's a law called fair chase, which basically says if anything guarantees a kill, it's not really hunting. So why did they ban AI? Because they say that they put out all these trail cameras where people can go hunting. And then the hunters are using AI to come up with, say, schedules of every day at 3:05,
Sure.
This buck walks by.
Just not fair.
Not fair. Drones, well, if a hunter shoots a deer and loses the blood trail, somebody can use a drone to find with thermal imaging to find that deer. E-bikes, because this way, when you shoot a deer, you have to be able to carry it out. You shouldn't be able to like strap it on the back of an e-bike.
Okay.
So I thought that was really interesting.
Does that discourage you even more from hunting, Kim?
Well, I wouldn't do it in the beginning. I just, the whole idea of doing that, although I would look so cute in camouflage.
Yeah, but you can find there's probably a club out there that you have to wear camouflage to. You can go to.
That's true.
You can be in the camouflage club.
Yeah, I just want to wear the camouflage.
She'll do anything that involves a cute outfit.
I mean, it reminds me where we were in Wyoming, and I wanted to learn how to do fly fishing. So I went down to the lodge and I said, I don't have any outfits for fly fishing. And they said, oh, don't worry, we'll suit you up. So I go into the room, and the guy gives me like the big, the overalls and
the boots that go all the way up.
Yeah, and everything like this. And then a hat. And then I get out there and I'm standing there in the Snake River or wherever I was. And I looked at Barry and I said, I know, I'm so cute. Okay. And then I did the whole fly fishing thing and I grabbed my hoop earring.
Oh no. On your cast?
Yes. And I was like, oh, okay. This is not for me.
You're not built for that.
I'm going back in front of my computer. Okay. This is not for me. Let's see. We have just the best callers ever. We're going to talk about how your subscription and attention is costing you. And you have Andrew and you have me.
This is Jason Momoa, and I'll be your finance professor today. Welcome to Banking Smarter 101 with Chime. Bam! First lesson, sign up for Chime and set up direct deposit. You'll be joining millions of members banking fee-free. Second lesson, get cash back on eligible purchases while building credit and a higher APY on your savings. That's how you bank smarter this season. Fa-la-la-la-la, class dismissed. Join Chime today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and a secure Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/feesinfo. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secure Chime Visa credit card purchases. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn about credit building and more at chime.com.
It is Christmas magic because it's the Christmas cash giveaway where every caller who speaks with me here on the show will win $100, $200, $500 gift card. And you can enter to win right now on the web by going to winfromkim.com. That's winfromkim.com. All right, let me tell you about a magician from Missouri who decided it would be a great idea to implant an RFID chip in his hand for magic tricks. Okay, except he forgot the password. Little problem. That's Z in St. Louis. Hello there, Z.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
Wonderful. So you forgot the password.
I sure did.
And so what did you use this RFID chip to do?
Well, the original idea would be that someone would pick a card and I would wave my hand over their phone and the card would appear on their phone. And I thought that would be an amazing trick. And after I got the chip implanted, it turned out not to be such a great trick because it turns out that phone RFID antennas are in different places on different models. And by the time I've pressed somebody's phone to my hand 7 or 8 different places, the effect is kind of lost. It wasn't, the range wasn't.
Is this your card?
No.
Is this your card? Is this your card?
None of the above. Okay.
None of the above. Yeah.
And so, so you have this. How big is the RFID? Is it like a grain of rice size?
Yeah, it's about a grain of rice. It's more like a grain of orzo sized.
Okay.
Like a eighth of an inch ish.
How'd you get it put in?
A big needle.
Oh, you just did it yourself?
Oh no, a friend of mine, a tattoo artist who owns a piercing shop, did it for me.
Okay.
He was like, "Hey, you're a magician. I just got these RFID chips in. How about I give you one at cost, and you can tell everyone where you got it." And yeah,
and you're
so it was a lot of fun.
And so, Okay, so you found the password, I heard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot the password.
And so do you still have it?
Yep, still in my hand.
Now, you were saying that sometimes you had something to say was about scammers with this. What was that?
Scammers?
I thought I heard how scammers are using the same tricks to con people out of money as magicians.
Oh,
You said that's
yeah, I think people can steal RFID tags and rewrite them if they're not password protected. So somebody sitting by with an antenna could maybe scout some details when people swipe their things.
Yeah, that's
so
exactly.
That's why I password locked it.
Oops.
Well, that's something I've never thought of doing, is getting an RFID. But I'm not a magician.
No.
So are you doing magic tricks now the old-fashioned way?
Yeah, always have. It's kind of an interesting field. It's really a very live performance art, something happening right in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
There's a whole genre. Yeah, there's a whole genre of like smartphone magic tricks out there now, but everyone knows that smartphones are magic already. So
that's true. Have you ever seen David Copperfield?
I have not live. I've seen his TV specials. Of course.
Well, you should go to Vegas one. I saw him, and Andrew, you know the story. I saw him in Vegas, and I had a meet and greet afterwards, and so I went.
He didn't invite you back to an island, did he?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
No, and so I go out back there with my mom and my son Ian, and I looked at David Copperfield, and I said, David, do you remember me? And he looked at Ian, my son. He's like, no. And I said, no. I said, when I was growing up as a kid, you were in high school or college, and you would do magic shows for all like the elementary schools. And he's like, you just saw this relief come. He was like, oh, thank God. Thank God it's not my kid. Okay. Well, Z, thanks for telling us your story. And as a caller to the show, you win a $100 gift card to Amazon in our Christmas cash giveaway.
Ta-da!
We have more of the show coming up, so stay right where you are.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
I mean, who among us hasn't signed up for a free trial and you forgot about it?
Oh, absolutely.
So many.
I hate it.
I hate it too. So many. They call it subscription inattention. It can boost a company's revenue by 200%. That says a study from Stanford and Texas A&M. So how do you fight back? How do you fight back?
Well, I try to buy everything I can through my phone. Because if you buy it through, I have an Apple device. If you buy it through Apple, then you can immediately go to the subscription page and cancel it.
Yes.
And if you get 2 weeks free, it's going to be active for 2 weeks, and then they're going to try and bill Apple, and Apple's going to say, nope, sorry, they canceled it.
And Apple will also send you a notice. It says, this subscription is coming up for renewal. And you're like, I didn't even know that. You can put a note on your calendar to cancel. That's what I do. 7-day free trial. I just put a note and say, okay, cancel this today if I'm still not using it.
But do it on day 6 and day 7. Because if on day 6 you go, oh, I don't have time, or you're busy or whatever,
That's true.
You get another reminder.
Sometimes you can sign up for it and then you cancel and you still get the free trial.
You do, yeah. When you do it through Apple for some reason, because when I was on dating sites, that's what I used to do. I used to sign up for the dating app and then immediately turn it off. So it only did it for a month.
So cheap.
So cheap.
Tatiana in Medford, Oregon. You're up next. What a beautiful name, Tatiana.
Well, thank you, Kim.
My pleasure. So how can I help you?
Well, I am trying to start a drone services company for aerial photography, and I got a domain name, and now I was looking for a web host, and it's just, I felt completely overwhelmed. So you popped into my head, and I went to your website and shot you an email. I just wanted to pick your brain about web hosting and what's a good site.
Well, you've got two ways to do this. You've got the brochure way, which is where you're going to use Wix or Squarespace. Okay. And then you have the way that where you can use a program called WordPress that would probably give you a lot more flexibility than a brochure.
Okay.
And so, but it really depends upon how much time, effort, and energy you want to put into this, and what exactly is the web page going to be. Tell me what you want to do there.
Well, I wanted a web page where people could go and see my work per se, and get information about aerial photography or videography.
Okay.
Something very simple but very, very secure.
Well, you're going to put all the videos on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It can be so this way you're searchable on YouTube itself. You know, YouTube is the number 2 search site in the world. Okay. And then in addition to that, when you have the videos on YouTube, is you can embed them on your webpage, and then you're not paying any hosting fees.
Wow. No kidding. That's fantastic.
So that's what I would do.
Are you going to allow people to book and make transactions on your website?
You know, I've been thinking about that, and it's just there's so much to think about. I'm just not sure yet.
Well, I would come up with different packages. Okay, small, medium, large.
Okay.
And are you going after realtors, weddings? What is it?
Realtors.
Okay.
That would be ideal.
Okay, so you come up with a package: small, medium, large. What it includes in small, how much it is, medium, and then large, and then you can always say, if you need a quote outside this, fill out this form. But this way you set the expectations up front, and you're not spending time on the phone with a realtor. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I love realtors, but you're not spending time with a prospective customer and not getting the deal because they say, you know, we have to go think about it. Okay.
Gotcha.
So what you want to do is have all your beautiful videos there. Testimonials are key. And have, like I said, that small, medium, large package and a little caveat underneath. And that says exactly what they're going to get. And then you can show them examples that are on your YouTube channel. And people can book appointments with you right there. There are online calendars where they can make an appointment to speak with you if they have any questions for, say, 15 minutes. Anything more than 15 minutes that's getting into like pay territory as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome information. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it.
Well, also what I would do is look at any competitors' websites. Anybody who's doing this throughout the country.
Okay.
Because that'll give you ideas of things like, oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? You can also ask ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or Grok or whatever one you like to do a business plan for you. And say, what should the 3 packages include?
Okay.
And use that as a marketing plan, as a marketing partner. But you have to tell Chat, you got to tell it everything. I'm starting this drone business. This is what I want to do. These are the package, I need to help coming up with these packages. I want to keep the prices between X, Y, and Z and make my business unique to anybody else's out there.
Terrific. That's awesome, Kim. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the information.
So now as you're going through this, if you have any questions whatsoever, we just want you to call us back. Because that's why we're here. I really, really want to help you. And as a caller during our Christmas Cash giveaway, you win a $100 gift card to Amazon. Yes. All right, we've talked about this before, but I just noticed for some reason we're getting a surge of people that are asking, how do I get a second phone number on my current phone? Maybe because we're tired of getting the spammy texts and you want to list something for sale online, you want to start dating, whatever it may be. My solution is always simple. Go to voice.google.com. and you get a Google Voice number. It links to your current cell phone number, and then that becomes your public phone number, and then you get to keep your other phone number private. Any calls or texts that you get on that second phone number comes right through. I love that it transcribes it. And you can also pick your area code, too. Do you have a Google Voice number?
I do.
And what area code did you pick?
602.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I kept it local.
Oh.
What did you pick?
I have Malibu, California.
Oh, boy. I guess I don't care enough about my image.
Okay. Barry,
Maybe I'll pick Barcelona.
Barry picked area code 202. So he can say, I'm at my Washington, D.C. office.
Which is actually just down the hall from the fitness room at their house.
Exactly. Hey, we have more of your phone calls to come here on the Kim Komando Show.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Let's see, Joan in Woodside, California. Hi, Joan. Where is Woodside, California?
South of San Francisco.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
It is.
It is. I love that area. So what's happening in Woodside?
Well, I am a professional house and dog sitter, and I like to keep a diary of the days that I'm with the dog, because everybody comes home and says, well, how did it go? How was my dog? What did my dog do? So I keep a diary, and I would like to embed pictures into that diary. I'm using a MacBook Air and Pages.
Okay.
And I opened the media tab, but the pictures are so tiny, and I can't find the pictures I need. So there must be some kind of a shortcut. I'm taking the pictures with my iPhone.
Okay.
And can I create a folder of these pictures on my iPhone so that then when I open the pictures on the MacBook, I can find them easier?
Sure. I mean, you can create an album, and then you're going to put the pictures of all the little puppies and the fur babies and everybody else in there. And then you have, when you have Pages open, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just open up, have photos open too, and you can find the picture of the dog, copy it on the clipboard, so to speak, right? And then you just paste that into Pages. In addition to that, you always have, when you look at the photos, you have that box with the arrow pointing up. And then if you click that, it allows you to send it to a text. It allows you to send to a document. You can send it just about anywhere. But it's actually pretty simple to do.
Can I crop the picture?
Sure, you can crop the picture in there too. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, and you know, Pages is pretty powerful. A lot of people don't realize because they're like, oh, it came free with my Mac. I mustn't be any good, right? But no, it's really great. Since we're talking about photos, another little trick for you is that with the newest version of Photos, they actually made it super easy for you to find all your duplicate photos. And so when you're in the Photos app, look for that duplicates. You're going to find a whole bunch of screenshots and other pictures of food. And I had like 3,200 Have you ever looked in there, Andrew? I had
3,200?
Yes, duplicate photos.
Do you ever clean up your photos?
No, I don't.
I can tell.
No. You know what? In the big priorities of life, okay? I mean, there are things that you need to do, like go make money. You take care of the dog, okay? Pay your taxes.
All right, and then fourth would be clean up your phone once a century.
Exactly. We don't need to have that happen. Let's see. Hey, Joan, thanks for your call. And let's see. How about $200 going out to Joan in Woodside, California, because it's our Christmas cash giveaway. Pet sitters. Have you ever thought about being a pet sitter?
Not one time in my life.
Really?
You've thought about, you don't clean out your phone, but you sit around thinking about being a pet sitter?
No, I would never be a pet sitter.
Okay, thank you.
But I do love my little Bella. Oh my gosh, because I was in New York for 4 days. Okay, I should have videoed this because I was on one side of the house And she heard me. She whipped around the corner and she came flying at me at like 40 miles an hour. And I'm like, no. And then she knocked me over. I mean, she jumped on me and knocked me on the sofa and then started licking my face. And I'm like, I think she missed me.
But then, you know what? That touches your heart.
It was so sweet.
She loves her mama.
And that all night, she wouldn't I had to be within eyesight. All night. I'm like, Bella, I'm going to the bathroom, okay?
That's what you said last time when you went to New York.
Yeah, sure. Dennis in Detroit, Michigan. Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Kim. What a pleasure it is to talk to you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I listen to you all the time, and Andrew, too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I like that. And Andrew,
too. I'm on the newsletter, and is it enough brown-nosing, or should I keep going?
No, that was really good. That was
adequate amount of brown nosing. Good job.
Although
I've been practicing that all day.
You didn't mention how much you like my jokes. That was a little something.
You don't want him to
I was
lie.
working towards that.
So what's going on?
Well, I'm trying to sell. Well, I'm in the process of selling a phone on eBay, and I have some issues with it and concerns because of another phone that I sold probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago on eBay. Okay. Can I say eBay?
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
It's good because I just did. So I sold a phone eventually to somebody in Miami, and it turned out to be an address that was an industrial address. And when I sold it, I received the money, and then 2 days later, he withdrew the money. And so I contacted eBay at the time and asked them about it, and they said, well, there's really nothing we can do about it, but you can call the Miami police, and I'm sure they're right on that one.
Yeah, right.
So I'm doing it again. I'm selling my wife's phone, and I put it on last night, and it went on at midnight, and about 1 o'clock in the morning, somebody bought it. And it turned out to be another person in Miami, and it was in another industrial area, which was my concern. So I did a little checking, and I looked up the buyer, and the buyer had really good ratings from everybody, but he was listed as somebody that lives in Honduras, red flag number 1. Okay. So my concern is that if I go through this process again, how can I guarantee that I'm going to be able to get the money from him? I mean, it's actually going to go through as a transaction. I'm going to get paid for it.
First of all,
is there any way of doing that?
In the first place, when you contacted eBay and they said you're out of luck, they didn't protect you at all as the seller?
No. No,
that's weird.
Not at all.
That's super weird. I mean, I've been selling on eBay
a few years ago, so maybe I was hoping they have changed their policies some over the last 4 or 5 years.
There's one way to do this is that there's a thing called eBay guarantee where you send the product to eBay. eBay then takes it and they send it off to the customer.
Oh.
You also can go, if you don't want to use eBay, you can ship through UPS, and then they have a service called UShip, and they base how much it's going to cost through UShip on the value of the product. So a couple $100, it's going to cost you more to ship than you would if you used USPS, the Postal Service, something like that. But again, they take on the responsibility once you hand it to them. They pack it, they protect it, they ship it, they have the responsibility. So if the money goes away, you can go back to them and say, hey, what happened? Why did this transaction not get complete?
That is kind of weird. That is kind of weird, though, that you're going back to an industrial area in Miami.
Well, that was my thought, too. I looked at the building, and it looked like just a big, not an office building, but they had loading docks and stuff like that. No, I don't know.
Didn't we have a story on the show a couple of months ago where there was this group in Miami that's stealing phones across the country and shipping them off to China?
Yeah, they're shipping them off to China. I wonder if this is part of that.
I wonder. It's kind of a coincidence.
Well, that was my concern. So I went on chat and put some information on there. The other part of it was I got some emails from eBay, and one of them asked for my Social Security number and my payment information. They said they needed to update it. Now, I did go on the eBay website, or my eBay app, and it duplicated that, so I thought that was probably okay.
Yeah.
I went on Chat and went through the whole. I printed up took a photo of the email, and asked if they thought it was legitimate, and Chad thought yes, it was, but it depends. There was a couple of red flags, and there were a couple of minor things that that Chad was concerned about. Whoever Chad is.
Well, I think if you use Andrew's recommendations, because Andrew does a lot on eBay. That I think that would probably be the safe way to do it, because otherwise you're maybe setting yourself up for, a disaster at that point. We don't want that to happen.
Always, if you can spend a couple more bucks to protect yourself, always do it.
It's always worth it. Hey, Dennis, thanks for your kind words. And let's see, a $100 Amazon gift card going out to Dennis in Detroit. We have more coming up here on the Kim Komando Show. I love giving people Christmas cash.
I love receiving it.
Yeah, there is that. But you're not eligible. But listen, if you haven't already entered to win, go to winfromkim.com. Winfromkim.com. That's the end of hour 3. But don't worry, if you want more good stuff, make sure that you sign up for my free newsletter. Head over to getkim.com.
This episode is brought to you by Marqeta. When it comes to your payments provider, you can't afford to compromise. Marqeta's modern payment solutions flex with your business without the trade-offs. Stable and agile, secure and innovative, scalable and configurable. If they say you can't have it all, don't believe them. Your business demands more. Choose a payments provider that delivers more. Choose Marqeta. Visit marqeta.com/Spotify to learn more.